Hi guys, let's wait a couple of minutes till everyone connects to us. While we are waiting, please subscribe to our YouTube channel below and click the bell icon not to miss new videos. It would be great if you vote for RichAds at What Traffic Awards. We really appreciate your support. Find the voting link in the chat and vote for us. While we are waiting, you can also write your experience with MVAS niche. It will be really interesting to read it. Okay, I believe we can start now. Let me know if you can see and hear as well. Please write in the chat if everything is okay. Let me start by introducing myself. My name is Daria Maichuk, and I'm head of customer service at RichAds Advertising Network. Not to boast, I have at least 5 years of experience in affiliate marketing. To be honest, I worked with all verticals and know how to help clients to actually make profit. Let me tell a few words about RichAds before we get down to the main part. RichAds is an advertising network that provides different kinds of traffic for affiliate marketers. Today we have 5 traffic types to offer. They are push ads. This is our main format and we actually started with it back in 2018. There are 2 more variants of push ads that can be found at RichAds: calendar push ads and in-page push. They allow to cover iOS audience, unlike classic push ads. Furthermore, we have POPs and direct click ads at our platform. Direct click is a relatively new but profitable format. You should really pay attention to it. We have 5 billion ad impressions a day and give our affiliates different tools for optimization. This information is also relevant to our today's topic, MVAS niche. All the types of traffic that we offer actually show good results for this vertical, and affiliate networks that have MVAS offers accept these traffic types. Let me make a small announcement now. As you know, MVAS vertical also includes adult niches. We will discuss it a bit later today. It is important to know that RichAds made it possible to launch adult ads. No branding is required. Adult is allowed for push, in-page, and POPs. There is a wide list of sources where you can use adult. Check them in the chat now. Now, let's get down to our burning topic, MVAS niche. Needless to say that this vertical constantly shows marvelous results and it is a perfect fit even for newbies. MVAS vertical may not be as popular as gambling, crypto, and finance at RichAds, but the profit it brings to the advertisers is huge. Actually, the main advantage of MVAS is that not many marketers are aware of its potential, but the perspectives are promising. In this webinar, we are going to discuss how to make the most of this vertical. Stay tuned not to miss our insights. So, what are our plans for the next hour? Let's have a look at our agenda. First of all, our guest expert Elena from Golden Goose Agency will speak about MVAS niche in general. Then she will explain how to choose the offers and share a case study. After that, I will show you converting creatives and landing pages. Finally, we will discuss how to promote MVAS offers with push ads. In the end, we will answer the most interesting questions during the Q&A session. Please write your questions in our chat during the webinar and mark who you want to answer them. Please note that after the webinar, you can watch it once again on YouTube. We will send you a link via email. What will you get in this email? There you will find the link to the recording and we will send you the presentation. The email will contain the list of bonuses from both sides and contacts of the speakers if you have some questions to ask. Once again, please type your questions in our chat and mark who you want to answer them. We wanted to share as much expertise as possible with you. That's why we invited an expert from Golden Goose, a global CPA platform that has the widest range of MVAS offers. Now let me introduce and give the floor to our honorable expert, Elena Rodionova. Hi, Elena, how are you doing?
Hi, Daria. Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for your time and for your attention and for having me today. Can you hear me well? Is it
Yeah.
okay? Yep, perfect. So I'm ready to start. I will now share my screen. Just please let me know if you can see it well and everything goes fine. So I'm ready to start. If you can see my screen, Daria, can you see my screen?
Yeah, everything's fine.
Yeah, perfect. So, as Daria said, my name is Elena, and I'm an affiliate manager in Golden Goose Agency. Let me start and tell you a few words about who we are and why you probably will choose us and start working with us. So, first of all, we are about 6 years at, at the affiliate market. So it's been like 6 years for now. We have more than 4,000 offers in our catalog, and we cover around 150 geos. And what's perfect, as I think, to me, it's really perfect that we test almost every offer that we get, we test it in house. We also have a so called built in pre landing system that allows you to use our pre landings for free or download them and use them anytime you would probably need them. So, it's just like an Perplexity, but it's 100% free. Also, we have a variety of exclusive, sensitive, and private offers. For example, we have Digital Virgo, and probably you won't find this advertiser anywhere else in any other MVAS oriented ad network. And yeah, more than that, we offer daily payments to our partners, including weekends. So I believe this is really convenient. So now let's move on, and I will briefly tell you what are MVAS and DCB abbreviations. MVAS is mobile value added service. It's the mobile content vertical that uses a direct carrier billing as a payment method. So it means that money is taken right away from a user's mobile account. So it's really DCB is really fast and convenient for a user if he or she wants to be subscribed, or probably not. And it's also a great technology for affiliates and advertisers because they can have their conversions right away. And now I would like to focus on several advantages that MVAS for sure has. As I said, conversion happens right away. So that's why we don't have any holds here in this niche. No holds, just subscription, conversion, you get your money if we are talking about affiliate. Then there are no canceled leads as a result. There are no KPIs or something like that. MVAS has pretty easy conversion flows. Like I will dedicate a part of the presentation to conversion flows and describe each of them. Um, as you know, almost every person, well, has a mobile phone, or at least one mobile phone, maybe even two, and it means that you have a really huge audience volume and your potential subscribers. So also a great plus is that you are an experienced affiliate and you've been working with any other verticals like, and I don't know, datings, like you can easily switch to MVAS because MVAS works with almost all the same verticals as you already know. So we cover all of them. Now let me switch to conversion flow types in MVAS. Conversion flow is a path that a user takes to get subscribed to a service. This part of the presentation honestly can be a little bit complicated if you never heard about these types of conversions before, but you can always get back to it and check it again or ask your manager if you decide to work with us. So there are 6 main types of conversions, and the first one is the easiest, and it's called one-click flow. What does that mean? That means that a user only has to take one action to get subscribed. Like when a user gets to a landing page, He sees like a banner, landing, or a call to action button, and all that has to be done is just user has to click on this and user is subscribed. That's it. Two-click flow is also almost the same thing, but a little bit more complicated, and it requires a little bit more consent from a user. It means that after the first creative, the first landing page, a user will be asked, will be double asked whether he or she wants to be subscribed or not. So it takes like 2 actions for a user to get subscribed to a service. Now I would like to tell you about 2 types of pin submit flows. Why I'm saying 2? Because you see, here we have pre-filled pin submit, and the next slide will tell you about pin submit. I would like to stress that because not to confuse you. So let's start with pre-filled pin submit and then move on to pin submit. Pre-filled pin submit means that when a user clicks to a call to action button, they are transferred to a page where their phone number is already detected. This usually happens when a user searching the web, using 3G or 4G connection. And the user just needs to click a button to receive an SMS with a like 4 to 6 digit, and put it. So after that, they will need just to put this to the landing page, and they will be subscribed. Pin submit is almost the same thing. The main difference is that a user's mobile number won't be detected automatically. So a user will have to put this manually. And then all the procedure goes the same way. Now, why this happens? Because if here with the pre-filled, a user was using 3G connection or 4G connection, and in this case a user is using just a Wi-Fi connection. So this is the difference why the number is not detected in advance. Now let's move on to more complicated flows, and let me start with a flow that is called premium SMS or click to SMS. It really doesn't matter, it's all the same thing. I will generally call it click to SMS for just to make it simple. What happens here? First of all, it's quite complicated flow for users, and it takes a little bit more time to optimize for affiliate marketer, but it's really a great flow to work with because it can bring you pretty great amount of conversions and money in the end. So once a user gets to an offer or to a landing page and clicks on the call to action button, they are taken to their default messages app, and there they see an SMS with already pre-filled content and number. And all user has to do is just to click send, and they are subscribed to the service. That's it. And the last one, and probably the most complicated one, is USSD. It's when a user sees an ad and clicks on that, they are transferred to a landing page where they will see kind of, digital panel with numbers. And you can see it here at the right part of the slide. They are transferred to this digital panel with numbers, and they need to confirm their subscription by clicking on a specific digit. They also see kind of instructions on which digit they have to click yes or no. It's written at the top of the landing page. So now let me tell you a few words about what kind of verticals we have in our industry. As I said before, MVAS covers probably all the niches that you already had an experience with. So we have here sweepstakes, dating, adult, video, downloaders, and examples of our offers, how they look like. You can see them here. And we also have games, education, health, and so-called depersonalized landings. You can use them for in-app traffic, or when you are working with push traffic and you need to force user to get subscribed. If you have more questions about that, feel free to put them in the chat box. I will get back to it if it's not clear enough. So let's move on. And now I would like to tell you about main traffic sources that there are for MVAS. A small remark here is that we allow and accept every traffic source you can see here, no restrictions. So just choose the one you feel comfortable with. We work with push, in-page, direct clicks, pop-under, social media, in-app, teaser ads. So just one thing that I want to say probably here will be a good place to mention that if you, for example, want to run a certain ad, you probably should know a specific of each source. Because, for example, if you want to run an adult offer, you can do this on Facebook. I mean, sorry, I mean you can, but it's not allowed officially. So it's up to you. But at the same time, if you want to run adult offer using pop and push traffic, it's a right choice, and it's also allowed with RichAds. So feel free to try that. We have around 150 geos that we cover with our offers, and each tier has its own kind of specific. For example, tier 1, it has more complicated flows, but higher payouts. Tier 2 have various flows and conditions. By the way, would like to mention that before this webinar, we had a small, case study with Bulgaria, and it really worked amazing. So converted awesomely. So if you have traffic for Bulgaria and you know how to work with this geo, just feel free to go with that. And as talking about tier 3, it has mostly click flows at high CR, but smaller payouts, but also a great place for conversions, truly. Now, I would like to tell you a little bit more about Latin market because it's really blooming these days, and there are several reasons why it's amazing to start or to start with this geo or work even if you're an experienced marketer but never had an experience with Latin. So first of all, it's audience volume. You see, there are you can potentially make each person from Latin your potential subscriber, and it's really great. Also, there are tons of adult offers on the market. So if you focus on adults, it's like, a great niche, not a niche, it's a bad word. It's a great country to work with. The third great thing here is that in Latam, we have a lot of offers with click flows. So you will probably get more conversions because, as I said before, one click flow and two click flow, they are really easy to start with. Now I would like to give you some tips about how to choose an offer. It's really complicated because complicated to give an advice because I don't know. There are no general advices in choosing an offer, but I can try to give you some tips. First of all, please try and stick to a geo that you had an experience with, or at least you know where to find traffic for this geo, because it will really help you to have a good start. If you have no idea, no experience, just talk to your manager, and I'm sure you will make it work. Also, remember, if you are used to work with adult traffic or mainstream, that can also influence your choice. And flows. As I said before, if you understand that you never had an experience with MVAS, just go and search for one click or two click flow in our dashboard and start with those. Now, together with our colleagues from excuse me. Now, together with our colleagues from RichAds, we would like to share a small case study. Well, the case study is not so small, but because it lasted for about a month, but we want to give you some information, small part of this. Here is a case study for LATAM. we took one of our offers for Peru, and we were working with this offer for about a month, and we purchased traffic from RichAds. It was pop under traffic, so as you can see, we had like 180% return on investment. So I think it's a really great result. If you are interested in this offer, at the right side of the slide, you can see the ID of this landing page, and you can just go and try it yourself if you are interested in this result. In the next slide, I will show you kind of screenshot from our dashboard that will confirm you all the numbers, just to make sure that it's all here. So yeah, as you can see, we have here you can see the income, the offer ID, and the conversion rate. This is the screenshot that was taken right from our dashboard. There's a kind of bonus slide we would like to offer you for top converting offers for LATAM. They're really amazing, and our partners already working with them and have kind of great results. If you are not happy with this selection or you don't want to try these offers, always feel free to register and contact your manager, and you will find something suitable for your traffic and for your knowledge. I think that's it. So thank you so much for your attention, waiting for your questions. And now I would like to turn it over to Daria. Thank you so much.
Thanks for your recommendations, Helena. It was really interesting to learn. And now I'd
Thank
like
you. Thank you.
And now I'd like to take the vote and speak about choosing the best creatives and landing pages for MVAS niche. To be honest, there is no universal approach when making creatives for this vertical. That's why I will first provide you with general recommendations on making creatives for MVAS. Then I will show you specific examples and share more tips. As I mentioned before, this offer doesn't require any special efforts from a marketer if we speak about creatives. Still, I'd like to discuss some general tips. Use at least 5 and 10 creatives. It will help you to test all the possible variants and choose the one with highest conversion rate. If you use only 1 or 2 creatives, the results may worsen significantly. It is crucial to apply eye-catching creatives for MVAS. The images and banners that you use should be impeccable, especially if you don't use pre-landing. In case of the vertical, creatives play the most important role in customer attraction and retention. Don't use complex instructions in your text. The message should be clear and concise. You won't have a second chance to make the first impression, so choose words wisely. Try different approaches. The vertical is relatively new, so it is hard to specify the target audience. Go ahead and test as many concepts as you can. For example, if you promote any kind of offers, don't focus only on men. Make creatives that can attract both genders. Earlier, Elena showed us main types of offers that can be promoted via mobile subscriptions. She mentioned dating, sweepstakes, adult, and others. Furthermore, you can promote horoscopes and predictions, games, video content, and utilities via mobile subscriptions. As you can see, MVAS Vertical has gone far away from offering mobile ringtones and now provides a wide variety of different offers. Now, let's look at some examples for this kind of offers specifically. At RichAds, mobile apps show the best results, especially updaters and utilities. These offers have the highest conversion rate, but you can test others one as well. Let's take a closer look at mobile apps as an example. How do we make converting creatives? Highlight the necessity. When a user sees a message that his phone or app requires an update to work properly, he is more motivated to download the product. Intrigue the user. Use catchy titles to draw his attention. For example, you can say that he needs to protect personal data. This way, he will click on the creatives to find out how to do this. Emphasize useful features. Tell the user how his life will improve with an updated app, more features, additional icons, work will become faster and easier. In this case, you can also appeal to the novelty and freshness of the app. Use agency. Your message shall encourage the user to install or update an app, so you can appeal to his fear. Tell that the phone might be in danger and the update is essential as soon as possible. Make use of emojis to make your creatives even more expressive. Please note that not all ad networks allow to use such an approach, but you can do it at RichAds. Let's dive deeper and discuss how to make a working creative examples of several popular MVAS niches that have a high potential at RichAds: dating, sweepstakes, and adult. If we speak about dating creatives, it is crucial to use personalization and direct address. For example, as you see on the slide, push notifications look very similar to a messenger's text. So you can place something like this on it. I'm left your phone number, or use, "Hi, I want to chat with you right now." It actually creates an impression that a real person wants to talk to you. So there are more chances that a conversion will happen when he visits your landing page. What concerns icons and banners, you may also apply different approaches. Make use of pictures with girls of different ages. Use blondes and brunettes, as well as full-length photos and selfies. It is a vertical that requires constant testing to find your target audience. Speaking about sweepstakes, we can say that gift cards to various shops and money gifts actually convert better than iPhone giveaways. You can see a working example on the slide. For this reason, we recommend using exact sums of money in your message to attract the user. It is also important to show a gift card and a photo of the store for brand recognition. One more converting niche is adult. Main approach to creatives for adult is to intrigue the user. If an ad network allows creatives and landings with nudity, like RichAds, feel free to use them to get a higher conversion rate. You can also highlight in the message that your offer is 18+, dating, or provide a teaser of adult video or photo to interest a potential customer. As you can see, it is not very difficult to make attractive creatives. You just need to find the right approach for your potential customer. Please note that there is no specific spy service for MVAS niche, but the good thing is that any spy tool is a perfect fit for these offers, as any picture can convert. Just remember not to steal creatives, only look up the competitor's approach. If you launch MVAS offers on push, the funnel may be the following: creative, pre-landing page, and landing page. Or it may be shorter: creative and landing page. There are some peculiarities when it comes to MVAS user flow. Of course, you may use a pre-landing page, but be careful with it. Pre-landing pages work well for the verticals that need gamification elements such as sweepstakes, as you can see on the slide. In other cases, we can test both options, a pre-landing page and a direct link. As Helena mentioned, there are different types of MVAS offers: click phone, pin submit, and click to SMS. Obviously, landing pages for these types vary significantly. Let's now have a closer look at them. If we speak about click flow, everything is quite easy. The user just needs to click on the subscribe button to finish the purchase. Except for the button, such landing may include exclusive offer, bonuses, or some teaser of the product to retain the user. When it comes to pin submit model, landing should be as user-friendly as possible. You need to make sure that the technical side of the landing page perfectly and users get pin codes as quickly as possible. There may be different approaches to click to SMS landings, but we highly recommend using interactive landing. Make use of various call to actions. You can show some parts of the products the user will get after paying. For example, pictures that illustrate prizes for sweeps or beautiful girls for dating. At RichAds, we allow to use phone number instead of landing URL. It is a perfect option for click-to-call and click-to-SMS offers, especially if your target audience is impulsive buyers. To do this, You just need to paste the desired number instead of destination, URL, and specify target action, an SMS or a call. You can see on the slide how to set up such offers at RichAds. Okay, as now you know how to make converting creatives and landings. Let me share a few tips on launching MVAS offers on push. Before we get down to recommendations, it is crucial to know that in RichAds network, 93% of push traffic comes from mobile devices and 7% from desktop, which is great news for this niche. We had highly recommend to test MVAS offers at RichAds, as the amount of mobile traffic is crucial for this vertical and offer a great share of it. By the way, we are also proud to announce that you can now pay for traffic with cryptocurrency at RichAds. There are 10 options to choose from. Paying with crypto is quite easy. You just need to choose Add Funds button, then you can select a specific currency, and finally the system will do everything for you. It is high time to start setting up a push campaign now. First, go to Advanced Targeting section and choose a desired carrier. In RichAds, we offer statistics for popular mobile carriers for each geo. So if you're not sure which options to choose, make use of the feature. Before choosing an offer, you can check our statistics on mobile carriers for your geo and find the best variant. Please always make sure the exact carrier is accepted by your affiliate network. We have made a list of carriers that have the largest volumes at RichAds. It is highly recommended to find the offers for these carriers to get as much traffic as possible. And the best variants for India, for example, are Airtel, and Jio. And best carriers for USA are T-Mobile USA and Verizon Wireless. And top carriers for Indonesia are Telkomsel and XL Axiata. If you want to launch the volume for the exact carrier, don't hesitate to contact your manager. Don't forget to choose the latest Android versions from 7 to 11 to target the freshest audience. Remember to choose targeting for mobile devices in order not to get useless clicks from desktop users. When it comes to browsers, use Chrome, it shows better results. Of course, the safest option is to choose wide targeting and see what converts better. There is one more thing that you should take care of when it comes to push ads. It is frequency cap. It is the amount of times a user sees your ad. If you don't limit the number of ads a user sees per day, push notifications may be annoying. We highly recommend to set up one ad per day. Don't hesitate to choose premium traffic sources for the start. This is the best option to test as it guarantees a nice conversion rate from the very beginning. Please note that the conversion rate for premium is 61% higher than for standard. And of course, you can test other groups of sources later, but premium group is the safest variant. If you work with click-to-call offers, it is crucial to set up a schedule to the working hours of call center. As you can see, it is quite simple to set up specific working hours for ad campaigns at RichAds. Don't miss this step, as it will help you to target potential clients at the perfect time, and they won't see your ads when call center will be closed. I want to finalize my speech on setting up the campaign with the most essential part, optimization. RichAds platform offers many nice features for automatic optimization, such as automated rules, target CPA, micro-bidding, and optimizer. Actually, all of them will work well for MVAS offers and help you to save time and money. Here you have freedom to choose. According to my experience, MVAS offers work great with target CPA. Basically, target CPA is an algorithm that optimizes your campaign automatically to reach the desired cost per conversion. It chooses the best sources, makes black and white list as well as micro-bidding for the campaign. You just need to set up a CPA goal, targeting, and daily budget. All the rest is done by the algorithm. We highly recommend having two campaigns running, target CPA and manual CPC, with a whitelist. This way, your conversion rate will be skyrocketing. As a bonus, we have made a research on top geos for MVAS offers at RichAds. We found out that they are France, United States, United Arab Emirates, South Africa, Mexico, Saudi Arabia, Egypt, Argentina, Peru, and Chile. Thanks a lot for your attention, guys. Now we are moving to the most interactive and hot part, Q&A session. We have just chosen some of your questions from the chat, and I will look through all of them, and we will try to answer most of them. I will find questions and we will start. I will ask, sorry. I will start with questions so you can turn on microphone and we can start. Okay.
Sure.
The first question, how to choose a conversion flow depending on the budget? How do you think about it? What do you think about it?
That's an interesting question because I never, I never had a chance to think about it because I never thought that it's somehow connected. But let's think about it now. Honestly, I would start. I personally would start with the easiest, the first, the one conversion flow or two conversion flows, because you see, you definitely will spend less money for optimization, and you can easily get your first conversion because the flow is easy. I mean, for click to SMS or for USSD or pin submit, even pin submit, you will have to spend more money, I'm sure, and a lot more time for optimization. So yeah, start with the easiest. It's a good way to go.
Okay, thank you a lot. And what type of traffic would you recommend to run on MVAS? From my side, I can say that classic push notifications in page and pop traffic really work really good with this vertical. And Helena showed us a case where you can see how Popanda is working with it. So I can recommend you to start with this type of traffic. And what do you think, Helena? What do you think?
I agree.
Yeah.
Actually, I totally agree.
Okay, great. Okay, I will find the other question. And what is the best option for work? Premium traffic, or can I start with ordinary? Where will I get the best results? Yeah, I can recommend you to start with premium subscriber list. Premium subscriber list really show you good results, and the conversion rate is 61% higher than for standard, for example. And we have this premium category for push notifications and for POPs traffic. So you can start with to this traffic type of traffic, and you can start with premium. Yeah, I can recommend it. The next question, how to attract the user to the landing page? What kind of approaches to use in MVAS? What do you think about it?
I would honestly recommend you to use. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I would honestly recommend you to use pre-landings, and my recommendation is to start with a kind of split test. To choose at least 2, 3 types of pre-landings, and make a split test, and later you will see which one goes best. And there are several cases that sometimes you don't need a pre-landing, and offer goes better without it. So really have a split test, and you will see the result.
Yeah, I also can say that it is not a universal approach how to run these offers, and you can test as much as you can. You can test the campaign with without pre-landing and with pre-landing, and you can test different kind of creatives. If you have opportunity, you can really test as much creative as possible and use different approaches for it. If you don't have opportunity to add so many creatives, from our side, we have designers who can help you with it, and we can give you them, and it is our free option. So you can test as much as possible to understand your audience. 1 minute. Can you advise me where should I start in the MVAS vertical if I have never worked with it before?
In this case, I totally recommend you to register, and you will get a contact of your personal manager. So you can just ping your manager, and first of all, your manager can do almost everything for you, starting with a kind of special course that we offer to read for our newbies, and ending up with a this thing that manager can just go and manually help you to set up a campaign for you and explain each step in setting up, and also will understand your case, your experience, if you had any affiliate experience before, and find you most simple and most converting offers for you to start to get educated, and later on you will see the result, and you can move on and work with more complicated geos and flows.
Yeah, I also can say that this niche will be good for newbies as CPA is low, and you can also write your managers and ask the best geos, the best settings of the campaigns, and um, GG.Agency and RichAds will always help you to achieve the best results. Also, if you newbie, I can recommend to try our option target CPA campaign. As I mentioned before, it is a really great option. You only need to set up the campaign and put CPA goal, and our system will optimize your campaigns instead of you. Our system will add and blacklists and micro bidding, and it is really good option for newbie, I can say. Okay, let's move on. Which Latin American countries work best with MVAS?
I'm sorry, can you please say it again? I missed the first part of the sentence.
So, which Latin American countries work best with MVAS?
You can easily start with Peru, as I said before, because we have tested it a lot, and it's really great. So yeah, you can start with this.
I also can say that it is Peru, Chile, so you can start with it and
Yeah, Chile also cool. Yeah, that's right. Chile is also amazingly converting. Yeah, Chile and Peru. I would start with those two. Right.
yeah, you can always ask your managers, and we will give you the latest statistics from our side, and we will help you with the best geo at that moment. What about the best pre-landing for MVAS? What do you think about it? Maybe you have some statistics from your side.
No, we don't have statistics, I think. Probably we do, but never check that.
Mhm.
That's a good question, pretty wide one, because there is no one best pre-landing for MVAS because, as I said before, MVAS covers a lot of niches, a lot of verticals. So you can work with adult content or health content or any utilities. And depending on the niche you want to try to work with, you have to choose a pre-landing. So I would say the best pre-landing for adult. So I would start thinking about the best pre-landing depending on the vertical you want to start with, because MVAS is just a niche that includes smaller niches in it. So MVAS is just like a um, type of the niche, and we work with a lot of verticals in it. So yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, and this is a similar question. How does dating convert to MVAS? We can also say that dating sweepstakes are really good, and from our side, yeah, I can say
Yes.
that dating maybe has the best result, the best results.
Yes, I totally agree. Datings and adult content goes really amazing. So you can try that.
Mhm. Okay, I will continue. How to find creatives for these verticals? Um, as I mentioned before, yeah, it isn't universal approach, and a lot of images, icons, and banners work really great with this vertical. And maybe it will be difficult to find something in spy tool, but you can look up the competitors approach and think what you can test. And we really recommend to use at least 5-10 creatives to find something that work really good for you. And then when you understand which creatives is better, you can add similar creatives to the campaign. And if you need any help from our side, we are always glad to help you and to make creatives for you. So I think that it isn't universal approach what creatives are really work for this niche. And what do you think?
I would also add here, yeah, I agree. But what I want to add here is that talking about push traffic, especially push traffic, yeah, always look at the competitors. That's a good advice. And try to be creative. I mean, try to find something that user never saw before, and he will trust that and go and check that, because many users, they already saw all these creatives, all these icons, and they would never react to that anymore. So be creative, and it really works.
Yeah, I also want to add that you need to change your creatives at least 3 or 5 days, so your CTR will be, you will keep your CTR high. So you really should do this. Mhm. I will continue. What are your recommendations for the best landing page design?
Mm, that's a good question. I think that first of all, you should think about its attractiveness, the colors, the letters, how you put them, and about the font, and probably it should be, like calling a user. Like you should see something that calls you for action. That's what I can think about it just now.
Yeah, I agree with you, and I also can say that you're right. You should attract the users and you should intrigue them, so it will be interesting for them what they should do and where they should subscribe. Okay, what is the best features to use while working with this vertical? At RichAds, I can say that we have really good features that will help you to work with this vertical. First of all, yeah, we can start with target CPA. It will be really easy for you, and our system will optimize the campaign instead of you. Also, I can recommend you to work with automated rules. Automated rules also will help to keep your CPA goal good, CPA go good in the campaign, and our automated rules will add sites and publishers automatically. So these features will be really good. And if we are talking about click to SMS or click to call, I can recommend to use a schedule. So you will not waste your budget for another users. I will continue. Where to find the landing pages database you used in your offer testing? It is a question for you, maybe you can tell.
I think it's a question to me, right?
Yeah, I can repeat
Oh,
it.
can you please repeat it? Because, yeah,
Sure.
I'm not quite sure I understand.
Sure. Where to find the landing pages database you used in your offer testing?
Ah, I might be wrong because I don't remember that I said something about offer testing. Ah, got you. Probably I got you. I think uh, it's a question about our system of pre-landings, as far
Yes.
as I can understand. And if it is about this, you can find them right after registration. You register, you go to this set up campaign page. And once you start setting it up, the second step will give you all this database of pre-landings you can use. They are built in, so you don't need to find them, you don't need to pay for them. You can just use what we have right within our system.
Thanks a million. The next question, can we list dating affiliate programs inside GG.Agency?
Can you please say it again?
Sure. Can we list dating affiliate programs inside GG.Agency?
No, I don't think I can list them now because I'm not sure I can.
Okay,
I'm allowed to do this. Okay.
okay, let's find the next question. There are a lot of questions, so I will find. What is the potential to make money in MVAS? I can say from my side that the potential is high as it is relatively new niche and you can find the audience that will be interested in this niche and you can test a lot and it will be more easier for you to test this kind of offers as CPA and is really low here and you don't need so many budgets to test this niche. And what do you think about it?
I totally agree that you don't need that much money to start. It's a first plus, even if you, at least if you start with simplest flow. And yeah, because as I said, almost everyone has a mobile phone. You can potentially convert this person to your subscriber. So, and there is a great coverage for countries. So yeah, potentially you have a really huge audience, and it's an pretty easy start. Of course, it takes some experience or sometimes for testing and optimization, but when you understand how it works and find a converting bundle, it will really work great for you.
Yeah, right. And I also want to mention that we have really high volumes for this niche as 93% of our traffic comes from mobile phones. So yeah, it is really potential niche. Okay, I will continue with the questions. Do you always need a prelander for the offers at GG? How do you decide when to use a preland on an offer? It really depends on the vertical that you're planning to run, to work with. Maybe for sweepstakes, we really need to add a landing page, and for dating, it can be not useful. But you really need to test both variants so you can understand which will be better for your offer. And what do you think?
Yeah, I just want to add that, as I said before, for sweepstakes, yeah, you're right. I would probably definitely start with a pre-landing. Talking about all the other verticals and other type of offers, I I'm always standing for split testing. So you set up a campaign or a split campaign where you split your testing into two, three, or four paths where you have pre-landing one, then you have pre-landing two, pre-landing three, and then you have no pre-landing at all, and you just push some traffic to it, and you will see the best result.
Yeah, all right. And the next question for you. What is the best traffic sources for MVAS offers apart from POPs and push?
Our partners doing great with social traffic like Facebook and TikTok. So if you have experience or want to try to learn, you can try this as well. So I would say they are really great for that.
And what are the perspectives for, for this vertical in 2023? I can say that the perspectives are really good as the users will continue to use their mobiles and these verticals as dating and sweepstakes are working.
Hopefully.
Yeah, I think that it will work great. What is better to run on Canvas, web push or in page? I can say that you need to test both these variants and both these traffic types as you need to understand how it will work for your offer. You can always ask your manager and they will give you statistic. So something like that.
Totally agree with you.
Because it is really difficult to say when you didn't test the offer.
Right.
What would be the best way of editing and publishing pre-landings? Through WordPress? Do you know something about this? How they can edit the pre-landing page?
Mm, Again, I'm not sure I understand the question like to its, fullest meaning, but let's think that I do. And I think the question is about, can I make my own website and push traffic to it and put ads on my website, as far as I understand. Yeah, probably if you if you work with that, so a user can find it from his mobile device and goes to this website, and you want to use it as your website on WordPress as a pre-landing, and that will lead to our offers. Why not? I don't see any negative moments here.
Right, thank you a lot. And I want to choose large geos. Tell me what kind of competition is there in MVAS? If we're talking about large geos, you can start with tier 3, and we have a lot of traffic here, and it is really cheap. So competition will be not so high here, and you can start with low CPC, and it will help you to achieve your CPA goal. If we're talking about, because sometimes it is difficult to get low CPA when you try to target something like tier 1. So you can start with tier 3. Okay. Can we work with API integration with GG.Agency?
Not sure I understand what for. Well, we can use API, but we need to understand what's the meaning for that, because the question is not like full for understanding. Sorry, can cover it just now because I need to understand why would you need this.
Okay, thank you. And the next question is, can you provide examples for pre-landings to use in the games?
Mm, I can't do this just now because it takes a little bit more time to find them. But I'm sure we can connect this member, right, who asked this question, and just show him the or her the examples. I think it will be time saving.
Yeah, thank you. And here we have also similar question, but not similar. What offers convert well in India? If you need some information about offers that work well for some geos, you can always also ask your managers, and we will show you the offers that shows really good results, and you can find them at RichAds. I will continue. Is language is an important thing in lenders for dating, antivirus, and downloader? Yeah, I can say that it is really important to use the local language as it is important for a person to um, understand it. So you need, maybe you can choose the language that will be more common, and in this way test a lot of geos. So maybe it will be easier for you. And what do you think?
I'm as well voting for localization, so you better yes, so you better go with the native language of the country you're promoting in. It will give you better results, sure.
Yeah. Okay, let's continue. How often I need to update the creatives? Yeah, we talk about it. Really, it is better if you have opportunity to change your creatives at least in 3 or 5 days, and you will keep your CTR high, and it will help to attract your users. So it will be really, really good if you have this opportunity. And let's choose the last question. I will, because some questions are similar, and I try to find something that we didn't discuss before. What offers works well in South Africa? Is adult or sweepstakes?
Both. Adult is a really great niche if you want to work with social traffic in South Africa. So if you want to work with TikTok, Facebook, uh, I would recommend you to start with adult for South Africa.
Yeah, I also can say that adult works really great, and we have opportunity to use landing pages and creatives with Unity now, so it is great chance to test this for us. And I think that we can finish with Q&A session. And before we finish, I'd like to announce bonuses. RichAds gives a special bonus only for webinar viewers, a 10% bonus to the first deposit to all new advertisers at RichAds that will register after that webinar. Use the promo code MVAS22. Guys from GG.Agency wants to offer you a special course on affiliate marketing in MVAS. GG has a unique affiliate marketing course that is critical for any beginner and practical for more experienced affiliates. It was created in partnership with a prominent Latam affiliate marketer, Servando Silva. GG.Agency also has an exclusive offer for all the webinar participants, plus 10% for standard offer raised for 7 days. Use promo code RichGoose to get the bonus. Don't worry if you didn't write down or make screenshots of speakers' emails and so on. We will send you all the information and contacts with the webinar recording tomorrow. Please check your email. Don't forget to vote for RichAds World Traffic Awards. We had really appreciate your support. Find the voting link in the chat and vote for us. We are always glad to answer your questions and exchange opinions. Thanks a lot for being with us today. We plan our next round table for the 30th of August. We are going to talk about betting with at least 3 industry experts. Get all the latest updates about our webinars from our Telegram channel. Find the link in the chat. Subscribe to our channel below and click the bell icon not to miss new videos. Look forward to meeting you at our next webinar. Bye-bye and see you next time. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Goodbye.